All right, welcome back, everybody. We are live with Bruce from the Epic Experiment, or Garbage or Great, whatever you want to call us. And we are back with Luwen Brawl tonight. So we are doing 5 Brawl games. I guess they're going 5 with Lluwen tonight. So let's have a look at the deck list that we're going to be running tonight. So anybody looking to follow along, the list will be in the down below in the description, so you can go check it out and follow along. But let's talk through what we're looking to do. So our commander tonight is Luwen Imperfect Naturalist. So Golgari black green, Golgari black green. So it's a 1/3 legendary creature elf druid. When Luwen enters mill 4 cards, then you may put a creature card or land card from among the milled cards on top of your library. And then 2, and then black, green, black, green, black, green, and tap, discard a land card, create a 1/1 black and green worm creature token for each land in your graveyard. So, this is a bit of a self-mill deck where you're looking to put your lands into your graveyard, activate Lluwen, and put a whole lot of worm tokens into play. So, we have a bunch of ways to mill our lands. So, we've got Satyr Wayfinder and Town Greeter. We've got Citrus Supplier. So we've got a bunch of different ways to mill things into our graveyard. We also have ways to straight up put them there with things like you can mill yourself with sacrificing your creatures to Altar Dementia, or you can sacrifice the worm tokens with Ashnod's Altar. You have a Zurin Orb and a Sylvan Safekeeper in the list to sack your lands, to go and put them in your graveyard. Some things you can do with those lands in your graveyard is you have a Titania, Protector of Argoth. So 3 green green, and then every time a land you control goes to your graveyard from the battlefield, you make a 5/3 green elemental creature token. We also have things like Gitrog Monster, which is a notorious combo with any sort of land matter deck. We can do that. We also have the line of a Witherloom Apprentice and a whole bunch of instances of sorceries, particularly Plumb the Forbidden, which is up here. So this is a great way to turn all those worm tokens into cards and then ping your opponents down and maybe get them dead. The other thing we can do here is that we have enough of a mill combo with we can mill things with Ice Till Explorer and then World Shaper or Splendid Reclamation to get a whole bunch of our lands back. So we're looking to do some fun things with this. We'll see how this goes. Yeah, give it a try. If you want, like I said, if you want to check out the list, or the Moxfield link is going to be in the description, and you're welcome to go. So we have 5 with Luwen in Brawl tonight. So let's give it a try. So, there we go. We got some Brawl. Here, away we go. As always, if there is a commander that you liked me to highlight here and show you some gameplay, do 5 games with your commander of choice, please, by all means, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you'd like to see played as a commander in Brawl. I really enjoy the Brawl format. I think it's a really fun way to enjoy the game. Giralf the Fleshright. Alright, opening hand. Let's see. We have a Misty Rainforest, which is pretty good. I don't love the rest of this, although we may surprise ourselves. We're going to give it a try. We're going to give it because I think we'll have a Lluwen on 2, so it's pretty good. So, Misty Rainforest. Sack it. We are going to go and get our Underground Mortuary. We don't need the damage. We don't want that. That can go in the cave. Alright, so we have a Lluwen on turn 2. Let's see. Unless our opponent counterspells it. But, alright. I mean, I guess. I don't know if that's really the way you want to play that, but sure. We'll take it. 0. Okay, Deathcat Blade. We will play Altar of Okay, so we are going to play the forest here. We're going to try and remove our opponent's commander here. I'm expecting another piece of counter magic here, because what mono blue deck would only be opening the game with a single piece? Well, that means that is a way of doing it. It's not counter magic per se, but it counters my play. Alright, there's that. Put the counter spell back on top of his deck. Awesome. Well, we are going to go for the Lluwen. We will put the Titania back on top, I think. Yeah, I'll put Titania back on top. And we're going to play this. Okay, that's not good news for us necessarily, just so we're clear. But flux. That's never usually a good sign for me, so anyway. Okay. We will play this. And we will... we need to play this. So we have a dilemma here. So we know our opponent's got counterspell up. So I think the correct play is to play Town Greeter, see what our opponent does here. They're going to let that go. We're going to get Nick this. That's particularly good. I think we're then going to try for an Ashdod Altar. If he's smart, he counters this. Because this is usually that, yeah, this is usually a pretty good giveaway that I'm going to do something broken. I don't really care exactly, so I'm pretty okay with that. I do have a free sack outlet on the board. So we'll see what our opponent does here. He's kind of running low on some cards, so actually I'm pretty okay with that. Because that just puts it back in my hand, and I'm okay with that. I will sacrifice this to mill myself. I'm pretty okay with that too. That's the problem. So this is where I'm going to get caught. Kind of stinky. Alright, well, we're going to play Lluwen. And we're going to play Tender Shoot. Enter. I'm okay with that. These things don't have trample, so they're just big. Which is usually a problem, but not the end of the world. That's fine. We're going to try and see if we can't mill our opponent out for a bit here. Because I'm going to get more of these sapling tokens like each and every turn, so I'm pretty okay with that. Alright, so I think what the play is as follows. So this makes 3. I want to activate Lluwen here. So I'm going to discard this. Make a bunch of things. a thing. Mill some more things. Yeah. And then we are going to pass the turn here. There's no point really getting too frisky because we're not really in a position where we can press the advantage here yet, but we're going to get there. So if we can get this Moldavine Reclamation online, then we're going to be really well cooking with gas. We'll see in a second here, because our opponent may not like us much. Yeah, proliferate. Fine. I don't really mind. I'm just gonna make a bunch of put some on things. This one's getting big. But yeah, it doesn't have trample, it doesn't fly, it's just a big thing. And that to me inherently is not that scary. And he's seen what he does if he attacks, he just mill my stuff, so I'm pretty okay with it. Okay. So the dilemma we run into is asking ourselves, does our opponent actually have... Does he have the thing? There's the counterspell I didn't want to see particularly, but anyway. He's saving it for Titanium anyway, but... there we are. Okay, well... Okay. We're kind of done for now. My opponent has a problem. He needs to remove the altar.
Come on, Pom Pom John. We've got a fight to win.
Well, that's going to be how I die.
Follow me, Pom Pom Chan.
Well, that's a problem. Alright, well...
Eyes open and forward.
Well, okay, we're gonna probably pretty good in this. That's what we need. Oh, that doesn't really get us what we need. Anyway, alright, well... That's the... Oh, that's not the answer. Oh, dear. Well, I'm kind of cooked, I think. If I sack all my things, I might. I've got 12, 18...
Stick to the shadows.
Yeah, puts what's counters on things. Yeah. Oh dear. I'm gonna die to the Ozolith here. Alright. Well, we're gonna mill our opponent for a bunch just to be fun. We're gonna see how much damage we can do to them just milling out cards. We can do quite a bit. Won't be enough, I don't think, but I think it's... Yeah, we're not gonna have enough, but we're just gonna do it. Kind of our Hail Mary here. Ah, he's going to stifle the trigger. Well, we're going to just be done here. That's disappointing. Alright, 0-1 with Lluwen lands. We died to mono blue. Let's see if we can do better in game 2. Let's see. Well, what would that deck need? I think one of the things I could probably benefit from is a Lumra, which I don't have in the list. I could probably get a Lumra. But it's a way to make sure that you have ways to sack your lands to put them into your graveyard, which is sometimes tricky. But anyway, here we go. We're playing Raph and Mikey. So this is a deck that's popping up quite a bit recently, and it's pretty much relying on Raph and Mikey getting really fast here. So I'm going to have to remove it pretty much immediately, but we'll see. Alright, Mortuary into land. I think we keep this hand. This seems pretty reasonable. Okay. So yeah, Raph and Mikey, reveal cards whenever Raph and Mikey attack. Reveal cards at the top of your library until your creature card, put that card on the battlefield tapped and attacking, and the rest of the bottom of your library in a random order. So there's a lot of ramp and just a big old deck full of fatties. Which is cool, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm pretty down with the fatties, but no, it makes it tough to deal with, and you end up having to spend some energy. Like, yeah, there we go. He's going to Farseek, so he's going to be on a third land here before we've even gone, you know, before you've gone too far even. So we are going to put Titania back in our hand. The reason being is I've got this Sylvan Safekeeper that I'm going to try and leverage. That might be the only way that we have a way. There's protection for his thing, which is not good news for me. We are going to play this as a forest. We are going to play Elvish Reclaimer. And we're going to get attacking. The danger we have next is the fact that our opponent's going to be able to stick Raph and Mikey, equip the Greaves, and I don't have a piece of removal right now to go and fix that. So I need to. I don't know what. Shia, that will die. That's. Well, he's going to equip it. All right. Oh, I don't love it. I do not love it. Alright, well, we're going to play this. Sacrifice the land. We're going to get a swamp, I think. And I think... Do I Splendid Wreck to put me on 6 here? I think I Splendid Wreck. And I'm not really interested in trying to attack here. But this is going to be a Raph and Mikey coming down like stat here. My only hope here is that I can and tap each creature you control. So this is stuff not really in a position to block it. More combat phases. I am kind of in a pickle here. Oof. No good. No good can come from this. Now he's got to put it back on a Shia. If he's any good. Yeah, he puts it back. Whenever this creature deals combat damage. Okay. Right there. Now we kill a Shia here. Like, just, we have to. What are we doing? Oh my god. Okay. We are playing... We are playing Titanium. We activate this. We're going to come get this forest. We come back into play untap, and we play Sylvan Safekeeper. So now we're kind of daring our opponent to come hither and see what he does. Now, it's going to be really painful here. Because I don't want to sack all my lands necessarily at this stage of the game, but I'm going to have to. Yeah, I'm going to need to here because otherwise I'm going to die to large fatties, but if I Sylvan Safekeeper would allow me to have enough large blockers that my opponent's not really that interested in attacking necessarily. But we'll see what happens here. I have a suspicion he is not going to care, but maybe I'm wrong. Are we attacking? Because I will happily sacrifice some lands to this. Okay. Now this doesn't have trample. This is just a big thing. Okay. No, so he's thought better of it. Okay. Cool. Okay, what does this do for me here? I think the Port Town, this Port Razor needs to die, is my first thought. So I think I'm gonna have to do this, where I play this card as this. And then I think I need to kill, because this gives extra combat phases, right? Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, untap each creature you control. After this phase, there's an additional combat phase. This creature can't attack a player it has already attacked this turn. So that's less scary than it might have been. I think I gotta play... Wow, okay, so I think we do this. So we're gonna fight a thing. Target creature you control, target creature you don't control. So we're just gonna get rid of a big thing here. He may have an answer. That's okay. And then we're going to go... So what is the answer here? I think the answer is a Gitrog monster. I think that's what the answer is. I think I want a Gitrog. So I'm going to get the Gitrog monster. It doesn't do anything for me right now, but I think that's the play. And we'll see what our opponent does here. He still has the problem of if he decides to get frisky, I sack a bunch of lands and then rumble. Because I don't know if that's really what he wants to do, but we're going to try. I think that's what he might be trying. Okay, so he's attacking. And let's see what he gets. Oh, okay, so we're sacking some lands. Target creature you control. This is going to get that. We're going to sacrifice this land. We're sacking another one. We're sacking this one. Oh, we're going to give it itself. I'm going to sack this land. We need to sack like 4 lands here, which is kind of a problem. We're sacking, we're going to give this thing, I guess. Ooh, this is going to be painful. And then this one right here, we're going to sack, give this thing. Yeah, this is not really how you're supposed to draw it up here, folks, but this is what's going to happen here. So this, and this, and this are going to block Kozilek, and this, and this, and this are going to block Raph and Mikey. And I have to say, I am not a big fan of this plan, and I get blown out hard if he's got a combat trick of some variety. Right. Oof. Alright. And next part, this best part is you can do it again next turn, and I kind of run out of lands. So, I don't know what I'm doing here, how I'm getting out of this jam, but this is what this is. This is where we're at here. So I'm kind of hoping that we go and find some lands. That's definitely not a land. Well, that's kind of a tough one to swallow. Alright, well, I guess we're going to get a balancing back. Okay. Okay, this may be another W, another L here, but folks, because this is going to be a problem. I mean, he can play Raph and Mikey again, and I'm pretty much have to repeat the process of just getting housed by it. Because I really can't afford to sack any too much more in the way of lands. Not without great cost to me. Oh boy. Okay, here we go. What do we get? Something big and scary coming out of the deck. Alright. Oh boy, what do we get? Oh. Well, that's a problem now, isn't it? Well, I guess we're just gonna keep doing it. We're gonna give this thing hexproof. That can block, I guess. Okay, past the blockers. We need to do 7 damage to my Raph. That's 5. There's 8 damage to Raph. And I think I take no trample damage from it. I just take the damage from this guy. Is it worth my while to block it? I don't think there's much value to me blocking it. We'll see what he does. It's like pretty much. Ugh. This is kind of a yucky feeling here, folks. The fact that I'm sitting on here on one land and, you know, am miles away from doing anything constructive. It's a bad feeling, folks. Alright, well, God. Now this thing, I guess I gotta kill this. This gotta go away, and that's just how that goes. We're attacking with Valentine, yes. Ugh. Okay. A Shire, that gives it trample. Whenever creature Goreclaw attacks, each creature into a power for so, and they can, yeah, that's the end of me. All right, that's dead. Well, we did some scrabbling and so didn't get very far, but that's what happens sometimes. Ooh, okay. So not faring too well tonight with Lluwen. Yes, last night's Riel proved pretty good. This is a much newer list for me. I'm trying to experiment a little bit with it. I'm not sure I find that the synergies are particularly powerful. I think you can do some gross things, and maybe I'm building it wrong. So if you got suggestions, please let me know down below. I love the comments to help me refine the deck building process. But maybe there's something I'm missing. I mean, I really obviously haven't drawn much in the way of removal in the last 2 games, which you can, clearly detect. I think I keep this because I go command tower into elves and then necropolis. So then I have my commander online. I think I do that, and we take it from there. So I'm going to hold on to that. One of the things that is consistently plagued us so far is that we haven't had a lot of their removal. So having a little bit in our hand is not a bad thing. This is going to make things get ugly. Okay. So we play the Necropolis and we play Town King. Is the first one. Whew. That was just 4 lands straight into a garbage pit. I think I'm going to go get the Woodland Cemetery, so I'll make sure that my mana is strong. And I can probably get it back with the bossing save back if I don't lose this Splendid Reclamation. Now, the question becomes: do I block with Town Griever, or do I just resign myself to the fact that I'm not? I think I am going to. This has already done its job. So I think you just stick it in. Okay. We are going to play this. We play Goose. And we hope he doesn't have a way to kill Goose, because if I can get, like, Goose gets me. Okay, we're ramping with Circuitous Root. Okay, that's a full commander. Oof. He's not doing that. Okay. Yeah, okay, he is. That's fine. I'm not that kind of blocking. Okay. So I think the correct play is we're playing different. We're just gonna dare our opponents to do something spicy. Knowing that I'm probably gonna have to sacrifice it here in a second. Sacrifice lands here, and I'm gonna be in a pickle. Okay. Border calling for X is 2. Okay. Spell is 5. Well, that's a problem. That's going to be seriously. This is going to keep going. I'm dead. Oh dear, you died to an infinite combo. Well, what can I say? We'll let it run its course, and good for him, I guess. Well, that's kind of rude, but alright. Alright, so, this has been interesting. Infinite combos abound, apparently. Alright. Try game 4. 0-3. See if we can a little bit of redemption arc here. Whew. Okay. Little bit of redemption arc would be good. One of the dilemmas I run into with Lluwen is it seems to take so much work to get the deck set up that it's a bit of a problem, to say the least, but maybe. Okay, Leonardo the Balance. This is a five-colored Turtle Matters deck. We have a tower. I don't think I can keep this. Well, okay. Do I actually think that? No, I guess I can. Don't love it, but I can keep it. So we play Bossing Safe first. And then we play Fell the Profane, Wither Bloom Apprentice on 2. Or Lluwen, I suppose. Maybe it's Lluwen. I think I go for Lluwen. The Apprentice doesn't do me much good right now. This is... Oof, okay. This is going to get out of control too. I need... Okay, well, I guess we're going to play the untapped one. Go Lluwen. And I'm going to put a land on top of my deck so I make sure I hit my land drop. Oh, so we're just going to put counters on stuff. Cool. Oh, not blocking that, I guess. So we play Deathcap Cultivator and I think we play Fell Stinger here and we go and put Lluwen in our grave. We're not using Lluwen. Take action. We're drawing 2 cards. 1, 2. Well, I think the correct response here is to throw out Veriga. Midnight Reaper. I'll be very honest with you. The Death Toucher may force our opponents to think twice about it, although he has access to all sorts of things. So now tokens don't get sacrificed. So that thing needs to die, is what that tells me. So we play this, and we destroy target creature. That needs to die. If I don't kill that, I am swimming in tokens.
Doesn't take a genius to see something weird is going on. I hope you've got bottled lightning.
That's a problem. Okay, Michelangelo is a... Okay, so we're gonna play this. Sacrifice it, we'll get a force. Okay. So Rosie needs to go. So Rosie goes. Because she's a problem. Then I think I play another death touching creature right here and say dare my opponents to do, but I need to go after this. If I don't try and get this thing, then I'm going to be in trouble.
You get to be motivated today.
Ugh. He's going to have to decide to attack me and into the Death Toucher, but ugh, this is a problem. Okay, that's super not helpful for me right now. Okay, Wayfinder. Nothing has trample yet. That's a problem. I whiff spectacularly. And I guess I go wrist. And I guess I'm playing fungal plots because not much else to do here. That's a problem. Well, we're gonna sit tight. I'm gonna. Oh, I don't have a good answer to Ral right now. It's going to be a problem. It won't be long, it's just going to be too much. I won't be able to stop anything. Oh, okay. Well, we're going to be dead here very quickly here.
Otter to otter? I need some help.
Right. Okay, what is this? What do I have in here? I have 1, 2 lands. Maybe I go Lluwen. Oh, that's super not what I wanted. Okay, well, I guess I think I need to put that on top of my deck. And then I guess I am exiling a creature from my graveyard. We're going to exile this Midnight Reaper. Oof. Okay, we have a problem. Okay, well, we are just sitting tight. This is going to be Balin just going crazy here, I think. Yeah, this is going to be a problem. Balin's going to get humongous, and I'm not going to really have a way to stop it. And then I'm going to be dead. Oh, I need... What do I need? What gets me out of this jam? It may not matter here, because depending on what they're doing here, doubling season. Well,
New world requires new strategy.
Don't think it matters. I think I'm dead anyway. But anyway, what do I know?
Thanks for the helping pop.
Yeah, I guess. I can see him attacking with just these things up here. These 2 otters here. This is a problem. What is he doing? I don't know what he's doing. Okay, this will give him some flying. Well, that would do it. That would do it, because now he's got 18 power in the air flying, and I don't have any real way to knock that down. So, okay, I guess I got a step, and I got a Castle Lockmate on top. I don't think this is adding up to a win here. So, well, I don't think it matters at this point. I think I'm pretty well. We're gonna pick green. It is entering tapped. We play apprentice, and then we're just gonna concede because I don't think we're getting anywhere. So we just concede. All right. Ugh, tough night here. All right. 0-4. One more kick at the can, and then we're gonna wrap it up. Hopefully this last one shows the deck to be a little bit better than it's been right now. It's been kind of a mess and not really doing what it's supposed to do. But we'll give it the old college try. Yeah. So I think the lessons I need to learn, we learned here, is it definitely needs some more removal because what we're not seeing, we haven't seen. I know we've put some in here, but there's not enough. And then there's not enough payoffs for the lands. If I don't see one of those big payoffs, then I'm probably not getting the job done. So, okay, well, we're going to start with the Great Erishan City, and then we're going to have to take it from there. I think we play Overgrown Teams with the Lluwen next. Well, I guess we're going to play that with the Lluwen. And we just milled over a bunch, so we're gonna put that in on top. I'm hoping I can get this World Shaper down, because that would actually go a long way towards fixing a lot of my problems. But we are playing another Geralf. This time Gisa and Geralf enters. They mill 4 cards. Once during each of your turns, you may cast a zombie creature spell from your graveyard. Oh, we're killing the thing. Alright, alright. Let's go in there. Okay, so we are going to play Misty Rainforest. Sack Misty Rainforest. We're going to go get the Mortuary Mire, I think is the answer. Knowing I've got a land in hand, I think I can put that in my bin. I think that's fine. And I'm going to play Sapling Migration. I think I have to be aggressive about using this plum to keep my hand looking decent. We are definitely looking at a tough bill here. Okay, that's not too big a deal. Alright, we're gonna pay 2 life for this, and we're gonna cast a Warship. We are not attacking. This creature casts a zombie spell. Well, hopefully you don't get to cast too many more. Anyway. So I've got Fell in my hand, and I'm looking to use it. I'm missing a creature. Okay. So, whenever this creature or another zombie you control dies, you draw a card and lose 1 life. Oh, that's just lovely, isn't it? So, this thing needs to die. Yeah, but if I don't, it just whoops me. And then, we're gonna next to combat. Mill 3 cards. Let's see what my opponent does here. I actually think I leave it there. Lever, sure, I guess. You attacking? Okay, what have I got in my yard? I've got a bunch of them here. Well, we're gonna do this. We're gonna stick this in front. And then we're gonna aggressively plumb. So we've got a bunch of things. Okay. What does this give me? Really? We have a problem in the sense that okay, we're gonna play it we're gonna go get this Gitrog back. We're gonna do this. Alright, what does this get me? I really want this Gitrog, and I want to put it in my hand. I don't love this, but we're gonna do this. Put that into play. Well, I think I need to, what do I need to do here? I think I need to play this. And I think I need to play a land, I think we sit tight here. I don't think I die, but I definitely think I have a problem. I'm leery of an enchantment coming down where I will, so I can channel the Besiju. How much have I got? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 mana, which means I can do Gitrog and the... Yeah, that's the... This thing is Death Touch, too. This is just... Or maybe I just stick my Lluwen in front of something. I don't love that plan, but that may be where we're at. Pass. Oh, we're definitely putting this in front of this. Yeah, I don't love that, but that's just where we're at. I think we do this. Alright, so we play this. We play Gitrog. We play a second land for turn. We play Rishkar's Expertise. You have a stuff. Of course you do. Oh dear. Okay, well. My Gitrog's gonna get removed right off the table here. And I have a problem. Alright. I don't know what we do here. I do not love this. I discard a card, we'll discard this land. There's too many threats, I think. So unless I switch... We sack this. Okay, well, I think I want the untapped land. I'm going to get maximum use out of it. I'm going to get right? What happens if I do this? I think I have a problem still. Well, I can do this. Okay. guess I can play this. And I can draw a card and put a land. Oh, it's not going to matter, I suppose. So I'm just stick that. I think I'm pretty dead anyway. Oh dear. Well, there we go. 0-5 tonight. So for all our victories last night, we are not nearly as successful tonight. All right, folks. Well, thank you very much. Thanks for joining me here on Garbage or Great. And for 5 with Lluwen, guess we need to go back to the drawing board. If you want to see the list, it's down in the description down below. And if you have suggestions, please leave them in the comments. As always, like and subscribe. Every little bit helps us out here on the channel. And you check in our podcasts on all our social media down below as well. Thanks very much. Have yourselves a good evening, and talk to you again soon. All right. Thanks, folks. Bye.